Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to Pyre. You know, things are turning around a little bit. Let's hope that that is the beginning of a trend. At dawn, your companions are prepared to depart. Everyone is silent. Your travels are to take you back to the cairn of Haub, but soon after, the stars shall draw you here again. Yeah, I reckon there can't be too many more liberation rites left. Let's hope that 2 or maybe 3 exiles freed is good enough. Also, take this howler. I imagine that that doesn't hurt them, because they just disappear in a puff of black smoke. Probably not actually violence, right? This is you spook them, and then they have to use their ninja smoke bomb technology. Boy, I do always seem to pick the ones that are really far to the south, don't I? So let's see here. Tizo would like us to land in Shunt, while Wulfred notes that a powerful talisman is buried along the Lixand path. Well, Tizo, I wish you could be a little bit more specific about your desires, man. I don't know what I'm gonna get out of this. Do we need another talisman? The last time we dug one of these up, though, it was actually very good. And worst case scenario, I guess we can sell it to Falconron and pick up something we do want. Like a whole bunch more Stardust. Alright, Wulfred, what's up? Ooh. Hey, we haven't heard from Sandra in a while. I kind of forgot about her. I feel really bad about that, actually. Why, hello, my lovely reader. What might I do for you? Well, I do believe it's time for a trial. Of course, reader. You need but think on who shall be the subject of my trial, and we shall go from there. Well, I mean, process of elimination, right? You ask Sandra to administer one of her special trials for Wulfred. That fancy-talking sap, you mean? I shall be interested to see if he has learned something since we last sparred like this. Since last we sparred like this. Then let us bring him forth. Soon Wulfred appears in heat of the summons. So, it is my turn then, is it? Then let us see what we can do, my boy. I would like it if you would stop calling me that. You know, it's just very, it's very diminionizing? Demutionizing. It makes me feel small, is what I'm trying to express here. Alright, Wulfred, you are alright. You should be able to do this. Wulfred not being able to jump worries me a little bit with him being our only player, though, because couldn't she just, like, jump over the sapling aura, and then we'd be in an awful lot of trouble? The apparition Sandra appears and unfastens her mask. Listen well, Sap. You answer to me here. As you will, O Sandra the Unseeing. Proper as ever, then. Though I wonder if you have the wherewithal that you project. Show me, then, what you can do without the benefit of those whom you would lead, and let us see if you and your lovely reader have reached a thorough understanding as of yet. Alright, let's see, I suppose. This one might actually be kind of difficult. Really, he's like 100% inside that aura. I'm a little worried about getting close because I'm kind of close to the aura. Well, never mind. Apparently they're not really going to put up that much of a fight. Yeah, man. Saps are very powerful. Oh, I pressed the wrong button. What? Well, that seems unwise. Yeah, when I was going over there, I meant to dash, but I hit W and just shielded in place in a way that's embarrassing. They do just sort of walk into it, don't they? Although apparently I also walk into it. Oh, you're kidding me. I was just a tiny bit too slow. Well, Let's salute real quick here. Turns out I had a moment. I kind of feel like they're not even really trying. It's possible that I have undervalued the degree to which the AI is bad at dealing with the sap maneuver. The sapling. It really does seem to kind of break their brains. I am grateful for the privilege of your time, good Sandra. Flattery shall never get you anywhere with me, sap. Nonetheless, your performance was sufficient, and you passed my test. Thus, congratulations are in order, to you and to your lovely reader. Now, farewell. Alright, so we're going to get 2 cool talismans on this run. Maybe one of them will actually be useful. I'm very curious what Volfred's is, because I can think of a lot of ways of improving the sapling that are things that I would for sure equip. I had not seen that Sandra in some time. She has not changed a bit. But it would seem she left something for us, did she? Volfred's blink ability transports him farther than usual. You know, that's actually totally... That's totally fine, but I think I'll probably keep him equipped with the presence thing. I don't really intend to score with Volfred a lot. Volfred's doing a fine job sitting back near the goal, just playing goalie. It was so close to the X-Files theme. Alright, Volfred, what else is up? You and Volfred venture into the barren wastes of Licksand, along a circuitous path that takes you far enough away from the Black Wagon. Far enough away from the Black Wagon for what? My agents suggest that what we seek is somewhere very close, my boy. Perhaps you can already sense its presence. You can. After a careful search, you procure an artifact, either discarded by one witless to its power, or left there for the sake of someone such as you. It is a Nyland Leech. After banishing an adversary, the bearer has a chance to instantly recover all stamina. You know, I don't think this is very good, but it is worth 95 money. 95 sweet, sweet money. You notice Bertrude studying the Beyonder Crystal. She sets it down as you approach. The mouthy wraith rebuketh our attempt to summon her. She insisteth that we are too young to understand. She must be referring to Sandra. It seems that Bertrude may be able to invoke her. Stubborn, that one, possessing of an ancient understanding, old in ways and old in times. Many centuries of history, knowledge of the 8 scribes themselves, held captive there within that green-tinged stone, within that wraith's own memories. Would that we could extract them in some way. Please don't do that. Please don't extract things from Sandra. Perhaps thou couldst induce the wraith's obedience, reading one. For we she heedeth not. She claimeth obligations unto only thee. Yeah, maybe. I do feel bad. We haven't talked to Sandra very much lately. Honestly, I hate to say this, I had completely forgotten about her. Although... She stops and thinks very carefully. The Beyonder Crystal is not to be tampered with. Your fellow exiles know that its use is at your sole discretion. She backs away from you, still thinking to herself. Ignorest thee our inquiries about this, reading one. Our reasoning has taken us elsewhere. Her refusal to cooperate is like to be an ancient warning of some sort. 'Tis possible that others of the southern bogs know something of her. But we shall not be tampering further with such sorceries ourselves. That the wraith refuseth to cooperate suggesteth her predicament is suitably deserved. Well, that seems like a mean thing to say. She heads out in a huff, but just as the air grows still and quiet, you sense something from the Beyonder Crystal. Mouthy wraith, she says. Can you believe it, reader? Ah, to be so young and foolish again. Sandra the Unseeing laughs to herself. Your proximity to the Beyonder Crystal must have been sufficient to invoke her in this case. Or maybe she can just kind of come out whenever she wants. Like, I know she can't leave, but she might be able to just, like, you know, take a step outside. That crone of yours is far too curious, I think. But it appears that even she has learned her lesson in this case. Thank the stars, I am beholden to no more than one among you Nightwings at a time. And, thank the stars, that happens to be you, rather than her. And if that crone attempts to lay her fingers on my Beyonder crystal again, I shall just have to torment her dreams till she's my age. Do feel free to mention that, if it comes up. Now, farewell. You know where to find me, lovely reader. She vanishes. It seems that Sandra proved resistant to Bertrude's tampering. If so much history is trapped within the Beyonder crystal, there it shall remain for the foreseeable future. For real though, we should just stop in and see how Sandra's doing in general. You wish to keep me company again? Yeah, how you doing? What's up? I thought I told you to be gone. She's pushing you away as she did before. Perhaps I ought to cease my services to you if you insist on disrespecting my wishes thus. Would that sound good to you, O reader? Imagine not having access to the loathsome trinkets which I grant to you. Imagine those idiots of yours having to get by without my tutelage. I can imagine it just fine myself. I was once a weapon used to kill an emperor. Attempt to kill him, anyway. Now I am, once again, a tool being exploited. Soon to be discarded. Go on, then. Leave me be. Go about your business, and let us pretend we do not know full well how this shall end between us. Wow, she's not in a great mood. Okay, sorry, my bad. I'll step. Until our next appointment. I wonder if she's mad because I didn't talk to her for so long. I feel bad about it. Well, we'll peek in on her again sometime in the near future and see if she's feeling any different about us. At dawn, Sir Gilman finds you shortly before the wagon is set to depart. Hark, Master Reader! This knight, he understands that we shall soon stand against the Pyre Hearts and his former knight commander. This knight is eagerly awaiting the occasion, rest assured. Sir Deluge shall see that our true strength lies in the bonds that have flourished between us. Sir Gilman rejoins the others in making final preparations for departure. As you prepare to set forth, you sense his mixed emotions about the coming rite. You got nothing to be afraid of. So, I mean, we're going to run Gilman again, right? I think that makes sense. I think that seems like a good thing to do. Here's the thing, though. We do have to be a little cautious here, because it's possible that everybody who does this is going to get banishment sickness again. So we might want to figure out who we're planning to run in the Liberation Rite and make sure we don't use any of them here. Which is to say, probably Bertrude and Wulfred are not part of this game. Hey guys, say, whatever happened to that lay you brought in here sometimes? You know, the loopy one, frizzy hair, always handling all the merchandise. I liked her. Don't worry, Ron, she's doing just fine. Okay, I don't like this leech. Hey Ron, you want a big leech? Nice. Here, this is what it eats. You should have some of that. Okay, and don't feed it after midnight, right? I mean, we still don't have enough to buy any of the really cool stuff. This is a pretty powerful one, though. Maybe we should sell something to get it. The thing is, I don't know that we'll ever use this. I like Tizo, but I really just don't flutter and zip that much with him. I should probably zip more, actually. I'd probably do better. How short are we? We're 36 short. You won't take back the Black Claw. Which I've decided, apparently, that I just don't use that much. This exactly gets us there. And I really am not using it. Yeah, alright. I even put Stardust into this. And the fact is, I almost never want to fling the orb. I thought maybe that would be enough to change my mind on that, but nope. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, Ron. Why Taisha, or whatever it is that you just said. Come see us again, guys! Every time we talk to Ron, we learn so much about the downside for some reason. By now, having to make the preparations for the rites has become second nature to your companions. They go about the process efficiently, and, this time, in almost total silence. You cannot shake the sense that the routine shall not go on much longer. Sir Gilman approaches and confirms to you that the Nightwing sigil is set. Everyone has their books and raiments, and the grounds are ready. Everything should be in order. Well then, Master Reader, this night supposes we could while away these final precious moments prior to the rite by witnessing the stars parade about the glorious night sky. To think that this knight lives so much of his life utterly ignorant of the stars and their eternal beauty. You and Sir Gilman stand together in silence for a time, looking for the stars above to show some indication that the rite is to commence. It is taking too long. Oh man, what did Orlek do now? Concern begins to well up in you, but then... No? Okay, we're good. At this point, I kinda think maybe we're just done with Titan Stars. We're not gonna get enough enlightenment from them for it to matter, probably. And we don't really need anybody else to level up anyway. I think I'm pretty happy with our crew. Let's just try to win as many games as we can from here. I'm sure good players can run with like 6 or 7 stars without even thinking about it, but I'm not one of those.
Reader, it seems the stars once more have mustered wherewithal to usher in the rites. The sky grows dimmer by the day. An age is ending. Surely you must know by now that you shall never all be free. Yet still you struggle to fulfill some senseless plan. But I digress, of course. Some of us still honor the tradition. Some of us hold dear the teachings of the scribes.
I'm a little tired of that dude's sass. The pyres on each side are burning bright. From across the field you observe the leader of the Pyrehearts approach and remove his mask. You Nightwings! Our kind, we should never have bent our backs. For the likes of you? This knight has no love of your accursed country anyway. This knight could simply swim back to the Sea of Solace whenever he so pleases. Perhaps he shall do exactly that, once we are finished here. Yeah, alright, do it. Stop talking to me.
Go on, then.
Okay, so, Tizo's good here, right? It's nice to have a flutter to catch the jumpers. Do we want to run the Black Claw, actually? Hold on, let's pull the Lanthorn. We're not running you either, so you can give that back. I think we do want to play Tizo. So the question is, do we want him to be able to maintain his aura? Like, we don't cast his aura anyway. Maybe I am actually going to use this. He's probably going to banish people. Right? Catch them in the air and then just, like, land near them is the hope. So, yeah. He can take the Lanthorn.
Tizo.
And then Gilman, I think, is appropriate. Should be able to dunk on people pretty well. Okay, I gotta remember this. We can salute to freeze the play to give our guys time to come back from being banished. Alright, and C's chance is, like, pretty good, probably, if I can actually get Gilman to banish people. I'm having a really hard time with it.
Sir Gilman.
And then, I don't know, Pamitha to help us catch people? She's pretty good at her job. Yeah, and this is really powerful. We could run the Flame Leech instead, but I like her instantly returning. It's pretty good. Honestly, this is a really good squad. Yeah, I think this should work. Is there anything else I need to remember? Saluting makes her switch places with her nearest ally. That could totally be a thing. So, this may be the last time we run into the Pyrehearts. We'll just have to give them something to remember us by. Pyrehearts! This might be our final battle, so this night he vows he shall not flee. Not this time! Now, on guard! For once he shall not flee. Alright, we're gonna have Panatha charge.
Positively brutish.
Nope. I got stuck on the thing. Okay.
Dousing.
It's all good, we're fine.
Glorious.
Wow. I actually jumped clean over the pyre. Like, all the way out to the other side. Ooh, that caught me. Oh, he caught me. Get out of the way, get out of the way.
Banished each in turn.
Okay. Man, their slash creates a much larger area of destruction than mine does, I feel like. No. Ah! I can't believe I got caught.
There goes the heart. All
Wow.
banished.
Hurry. Okay. I actually didn't have enough stamina left to fly, unfortunately, but still got the points. Another most inglorious defeat is imminent. This knight can feel it in his bone. Boy, something about that hit me just right.
Fear not the purifying flame.
Gilman is so fast. He is unreasonably, unfairly fast. Oh, they were so close.
Their flame has died a little.
These poor guys.
Now go on just once more.
Oh, I got caught. That's embarrassing.
So fiercely fought.
They can't quite jump far enough for it to matter. Oh, well, actually, they're going to score here, because
Has plunged into his adversary's pyre.
I managed to trigger their, you know, the thing they do when they, the explosion upon becoming banished.
And it is done.
And I managed to trigger it right on top of both of my existing party members.
To prevail. Mayhap the scribes shall simply smite them down next time.
Yeah, you should be so lucky, Brighton.
The rite is complete.
Tizo is pleased to have prevailed, though he wishes that the Pyre Hearts find their peace. Hey, listen, they got a lot of water to swim in down here. They're fine. This knight declares the taste of victory is sweet indeed. We prevailed against a worthy foe. Well, for a certain definition of worthy. I guess that's that. The Pyre Hearts. They won't have much of any chance of getting out of here anymore, will they? Pyre Hearts, perhaps we ought return now to the bottom of the Sea of Solace. These rites. This night he thinks that we have learned enough.
The rites do tend
Listen.
to teach something of trust. And
Oh, hey.
where once stood an imp, now stands a master
Whoa.
of the rites.
Alright, Tizo, I understand that you're excited, but you need to calm down. A hidden power, a terrible, unbridled fury, seems to have awakened within Tizo. All in all, he seems very enthusiastic about it. He's adorable. If banished, he automatically implodes. If he does not possess the orb. Or while fluttering or zipping, he moves much faster than usual. That's interesting. I think probably this, right? But rushing an orb carrier and having this as backup in case they do like the quick drop the orb thing. No, it's got to be the moving faster, right?
Praise be to Ha'ub the Swallow. Now does
Wow.
Sir Gilman finally know something of honor.
This knight is the epitome of indomitable spirit. He has achieved the culmination of his training. How wonderful a feeling, having nothing left to learn, Master Reader. Nothing whatsoever. This knight highly recommends it. Yeah, that must be wonderful. Okay, so while everybody else is banished, he moves faster than usual and has infinite stamina. Or when he banishes somebody, one of his banished allies shall instantly return. Not that this isn't good. But if we can do a situation where it's just him, and I have to try to, like, envelop somebody to get the slash off, I think Heroic Stand's actually going to be very useful.
The might of the sea sojourner.
Not that that situation arises very often.
Be gone now from my sight.
Oh, don't worry, you'll lay eyes on us again before too long. I do love Sir Gilman. I wish I was better at using him in the rights, because he is a delightful character. Inside the wagon, after vanquishing the Pyre Hearts, Sir Gilman is discussing aspects of the outcome with the others, when the lone minstrel seeks you out. Pardon the interruption, reader, though I need to ask a moment of your time, while the night is clear enough for you to see. Please, come have a look outside. Perhaps the news of your next destination may further stir the hearts of your companions. Among what stars yet remain shining in the night, one of them now burns as bright as you have ever seen. Path to freedom. Yep, we knew this. See, I'm paying attention to the planner, for once. Okay. The Accusers. I will feel very bad if we lose this one, both for unleashing Lendl upon the Commonwealth once more, and also for losing to the Accusers. The cycle turns even more quickly now, until such time as it shall shudder to a halt. He makes a sound then, almost like a laugh. I forget myself, reader. I should not say such things. The scribes, they would say that one ought focus on the path in front of him. When we set forth to walk a long and labored path, it can be all too much if we stand back and look upon it as a whole. We may well decide to turn around. Boy, ain't that the truth. This is like some actual good advice. But if we begin to walk, whilst casting down our gaze, and whilst resisting well the urge to look too far ahead, we may make steady, careful progress. Soon enough, we may arrive where we endeavored. The lone minstrel bids you a good evening. You had best retire for the night, for when first daylight comes, it shall be again time to take to the skies. Whatever, listen, all the words were there. I know that wasn't exactly the order. Alright. Let's continue our journey. And then, like, maybe right before we make summit, we'll try to talk to Sandra again. I do want to give her a little bit of time to cool off, because I'm afraid that I'm going to poke my head into the Beyonder Crystal and she's just going to take it right off. Ah, hey, that. Man, the landscapes in this game are so beautiful. Uh-oh. The wagon reels from the impact of some sort of massive object slamming into it mid-flight. Now I know how Dalbert feels. False Nightwings. Orlok calls down to all of you from atop his wagon. Dude's got quite a voice. Again you seek to climb that cursed mountain beneath us. Again you seek to take my rightful place. I should send you crashing down to it, that you might fall as I have. Yeah, well, I mean, it doesn't seem to have stopped you, so why not? He stares down at all of you. But I shall not. Rather, we shall meet upon the summit, ere the last cycle of the rites is ended. Until then... Well, I bet Lendl's gonna have some words to say about that. Let's just look around for a point of interest, just in case. No, looks like no. Alright, who's up? Sir Gilman shall gain favor from the scribes if we land here, Tizo if we land here. I don't particularly want to run either of them in the final rite. I don't think. Honestly, if I have to choose, I'm probably choosing Gilman, because Gilman, Wolfred, and Bertrude actually sounds like an okay team. Gilman's a very good scorer. I mean, he doesn't hit very hard, but boy oh boy does he get to the other end of the field. You make landing on the sacred Mount Elodiel after your encounter with Orlek. Orlek spoke the truth. He has a right to gain the summit. When the time comes, Celeste shall deem him worthy and let him pass. While he has transgressed against the rites, he has also already been anointed and prevailed. Nothing is written in the book on this, and liberty ought already be his. I mean, could he just go up there and jump in the pool? Would that work? Maybe he doesn't have to screw up our rite? For the time, it seems that he has not yet traveled to the summit. Perhaps he is still making preparations with his fellow exiles. When exactly Orlek intends to make good on his promise, he did not make clear. For now, you are to confront Lendl and the accusers upon the summit. But first, you may prepare. Is it going to be vocations time? I would love a little bit of vocations time. Later that afternoon, you accompany Sir Gilman through the old masonry of Temple High Road to the monument of Liu Sklorian. Liu, right? I think that's how the voice pronounced it. Honor is a complicated thing, O scribes. That much at least this knight has learned from you. This knight shall honor his commitment to the Nightwings above all. He slithers toward the culmination of the rites with eye wide open. You return to the wagon after he has finished paying his respects. The summit awaits, but first, there is time to continue practicing your vocations. Okay, +2 presence. Not really the stat that I would like for him to get. Actually, probably the stat that I least care about on Gilman. Sir Gilman is fuming in anger over something, so much so that you are hesitant to approach him. But you approach him anyway. Exile is too light a sentence for this knight! He notices you then and seizes up. He begins acting rather nonchalant, as though his outburst did not just transpire. I love Gilman's expressions so much. Oh, greetings to you, noble Master Reader. What brings you to this knight this afternoon? Sir Gilman is attempting to make small talk. I want to know what's up with him. Such a venting of emotion is uncommon, even for the likes of this particular Worm Knight. He does love to vent emotion, just kinda all over the place, in all directions. You maintain a gentle tone with him, and ask whether there is something he might wish to discuss. Sir Gilman perhaps could benefit from talking through his woes. He stands there for a time, silent and dejected. But then, okay, everybody brace for it. Oh, I thought it was going to be, another outburst. Master Reader, this knight cannot escape the horrors of his past. It seems that you would hear them. Then you have this knight's apologies ahead of time for burdening you further with his troubles. Having said that, here then are the troubles you requested. You are, of course, familiar with the siege of the Spiral Sanctum. Sure, who's not? Who's not? Who isn't, is how an English speaker might phrase that. For this night, the memory of it is like a wound which will not close. This knight stood there on the front lines whilst the High-Wing remnants descended upon us. So furious was their assault that our chain of command was ruptured instantly. We of the Sea Dominion, we require orders to perform our duty. Without such orders, why, we surely made a very easy target there that eve. One by one, then 2 by 2, they picked us off, becoming bolder, some of them, shrieking with laughter all the while. This night he saw his comrades cast aside like sea flies. How this knight survived, he does not know for certain even now. Perhaps it was that he attempted to pursue and to detain his own knight commander, whom you met when you first met this knight. That cursed Sir Deluge, if not for his craven cowardice, the Spiral Sanctum it might have held, at least a while longer. But instead we were routed, rendered spineless both in form and deed. Sir Deluge was first to turn and flee as our chain of command crumbled. And, as for this knight, He failed to catch his knight commander. He must have looked a coward too. Thus came the time for penance, and this night why he insisted on the only course of action reasonable. He insisted on the sentence to the downside. Sir Gilman's here because he asked to be placed here. I mean, yes, that makes sense. That checks out, but... And, as you can plainly see, his wish was then fulfilled. How absurd that he should re-encounter his old knight commander here soon after. Thus did this knight become obliged once more to Sir Deluge. We took to the waters in the Sea of Solace, where soon we met the Pyrehearts, a triumvirate exclusive to our kind. It was plain to see that they lacked wherewithal, and Sir Deluge, they thought he could provide it, the leadership they sought. And his was too much of a coward to decline. That's a little... okay, that's probably not exactly how that was meant to be expressed. As for this knight, being of the Sea Dominion, he had little choice but to comply, or so at first he thought. When he encountered you and the Nightwings, something awakened within him. With so little honor left to lose, and so much left to gain, it became eminently clear that this knight stood a better chance within your ranks than those of Sir Deluge. And there is little left to say. This knight cannot escape his past, and yet he chooses to believe that he was spared that day not merely by coincidence. Perhaps Under King Oris yet has plans in store in which this knight may play a part. This night he clings, however vainly, to that hope. He slithers away, his head bowed low. It seems best to leave him be for now. You sense he feels relieved at having shared all this. Yeah, I mean, that totally makes sense, right? Gilman's great failing, the crime that saw him sentenced to exile for an eternity, was being the only person at the battle who tried to stay on the right side and failing to catch a fleeing coward. Alright. Well, hold on. Is there a good reason to mentor? Mentorship would push Wulfred over a rank 4, wouldn't it? Oh hey, I don't have this yet. I thought... Weird, I thought I had gotten this already because I thought it triggered during the last battle. Didn't we see our adversaries become weirdly slowed? Or not the last battle, but the one before last. Well, whatever. So we could do another tutor of Wulfred and pick this up. This is pretty good. I think we're gonna do that. Rather than gaining another point of stats for everybody. I should be interested to see which lessons you have taken from the book. You and Wulfred discuss the meaning of the rites, developing a deeper understanding of this contest, created to determine the worthy from among all those pitted against each other. Worthy, in quotation marks. Long did I bide my time in anticipation that one day the Nightwings would reform under a common cause. To be a part of it myself, it nourishes the spirit. Alright, no question here. I suppose that if we had no doubts or misgivings to weigh on us from time to time, then keeping hold of faith would not be such a necessary part of all this. Okay, that was a little less triumphant than I was hoping for. So probably we won't take Gilman. If he had gotten like some glory maybe from the buff. But as it is, it's probably going to be like Rookie that we set free maybe, and then Bertrude and Wulfred backing him up. That sounds like a pretty strong team. Or maybe instead of Rookie, Hedwyn? One of them. A messenger imp with news and rumors from the other side somehow tracks you down in the quiet solitude of Mount Elodiel. Oh, you know what? Hedwyn's not actually max level. He probably won't be available as a choice, but Rookie will. The imp's message pertains to Lei, who you liberated at the fall of Solium, and whose past transgressions have all been forgiven since her return to the Commonwealth. You learn that she was taken in by a well-to-do foster family, and was to be given private schooling at of the highest order in the astralist tradition. A theocratic sect believing divine authority rests with the stars. They alone dictate the future. We all return as stars, so much the brighter should we live with glory. Yeah, it sounds like she would kind of fit in there. They promised her that, in time, she might one day have the honor of teaching the children of the Commonwealth herself. However, she soon went her own way, insisting that the 8 scribes themselves were calling her. She started wandering again, all on her own. That is, until she located Wulfred's agents. Thus her wandering ceased, and the ranks of the revolution grow stronger. They also left a simple message: believe in the scribes. You thank the messenger imp for the report, as your companions gather to discuss. You keep on telling those snooty Commonwealth good-for-nothings what's up, Lay. That one, very powerful indeed. A sorceress of sorts. A certain air about her. Most intriguing. Tizo misses having Lay around, though is pleased to hear that she is well. Don't worry, Tizo. Hopefully, the plan will reunite us all? I'm pretty sure that's part of it, right? I mean, once we're on the other side, we can certainly monkey with the apparatus of sending people over. I'm sure we can call people back. She better be more careful, else they'll throw her right back in here with the rest of us. She has the manner of a saint, that one. She knows in her heart the traditions of the scribes. Sounds like she's making a difference out there. I often felt she was the bravest of us all. Small in stature was the goodly Lay, yet great indeed in spirit. Even now this knight remains in awe of her. The news of Lay's liberation fills you and your fellow exiles with newfound resolve. Okay, +1 hope for everybody. Cool. If we do indeed have to play against Orlek here, some extra stats might be useful. You are returned once more to Scribe's Gate, where the Gate Guardian awaits under a dim sky. The exiles of the Nightwings, and you, Tariq. This is to be one of our final meetings. Greetings, Celeste. The Nightwings are prepared. And, afterwards, I would have words with you in private, if you please. It seems to me rather late for words now, Tariq. But I shall hear them, once your charges cross the gate. Now, all of you, come forth. Please state your names and what it is that you seek whilst crossing Scribe's Gate. Once more your companions cross the gate one after another, and once more you follow them in turn. Celeste regards you all, then waves you through toward the summit. The 8 scribes bid the Nightwings welcome. Go with glory. And, Tariq? Aye, Celeste? You may rejoin the others in a while. For now, I would hear those words of yours. Certainly, Celeste. Everyone, I shall see you shortly. Well, I mean, I guess songs are also words. I seriously doubt we'll be buying anything at the slug market. Wait. Aha! Mushrooms. Hey, Ron. Hope you like mushrooms. Oh, hey, you guys, it's gotten real cold up here. But it's worth it, let me tell you. We got a lot of customers been stopping by. Yeah, sure, people love going out in the cold to buy things from a slug. Okay, I may have been just exaggerating just a little, since I've been waiting here a little while, I guess. But are you buying anything? I was not doing as many stutters as were written, and I feel just fine about that. I think we're going to sell in this black cap, and I don't think we're going to do anything else here. Right, these are way too expensive. Yeah, no, we're good. Thanks, Ron. Thanks, guys. Good luck in that thing you're going to tonight. I appreciate him killing the stutter. We know. We understand. We get it. Alright. Let's drop in on Sandra real quick before we get down to business. I can sense you out there somewhere. What is it that you want? She doesn't seem happier to see us. Leave me alone, reader. I am in no mood to talk to you at this time. She's concerned about something, but you cannot sense what, and she refuses to say. I see little need to keep blathering about to you as I once did. I should not have let you in. Be gone. My services are yours, but this place is my own. Okay. I mean, it's entirely possible that the only thing that's got her in that mood is that she's worried about what's going to happen when the stars all fade and the rites are no longer necessary. But also, it could be me. Alright, let us see what sort of horrible thing happens here. The time has come once again to deliver one of your fellow exiles to a homecoming in the Commonwealth, lest your adversaries, the accusers, achieve the same instead. The lone minstrel has returned and approaches as you await the signal from the stars. There is something that I wish to ask you, reader. Something which ordinarily would not be my place to discuss in any detail. You have observed the stars. If you would not mind my asking you in such a direct manner, how many liberation rites are you supposing yet remain? Have I deduced how many liberation rites are still to come? I kind of feel like this one might be the last one, right? At the rate that the normal rites have been decreasing. My suspicion is this is the last one. But I'm also concerned that this might be one of those things where I make a choice and it affects the fabric of reality, and maybe me saying that this is last makes it last. So perhaps if I say something else, maybe we can... I'm going to say that I have not spared it any thought, which is not strictly true, but I hope will lead to a better outcome. You make no attempts to guess at the number of remaining liberation rites, for you have more immediate concerns. But the lone minstrel only shakes his head. I see. I thought that this was something you had wished to know, though perhaps not knowing it is just as well. My only wish is that you and the Nightwings may yet make the most of your remaining time together thus. As to what shall happen once the final liberation rite is ended, we soon shall both find out. But lo, it seems that we are called upon once more. Look forth. Yeah, if this is the last one, then Volfred's plan is not going to have a super high chance of completion, so that's something that I do worry about. No way am I enabling a Titan Star. I wonder if it actually does matter, like, who we liberate, and especially, you know, who we liberate together.
For just a moment, if you please. When you first looked upon the Book of Rites, think back upon the words that it revealed. Oblige the voice that tells you more. Oblige the voice that tells you more. Would that the scribes were here among us still. I will not sing your praises to them, rest assured. I trust that you shall savor this occasion. You shan't have to oblige me for much longer.
So he did that thing again. We've seen that a number of times, characters just repeating the same phrase over and over again. In, I think, situations where you would not do that in normal speech. It might just be a quirk of the writer. I don't know. The pyres burn, and each of the triumvirates is present and prepared. I concur. The pyres burn, and each of the triumvirates is present and prepared. Then, anointed one of the accusers, come forth now and declare yourself, and pay any respects you have unto your adversaries, the Nightwings. I suspect Lendl does not have a lot of respect for me. Poised as ever, Lendl steps forward and reaches for his mask. I was branded Lendl the Liar. Once I reclaim my liberty, that name shall be forgotten, and my rightful station in the Commonwealth shall be restored. Nightwings, you may have prevailed against me when last we met here upon this sacred site, but the many years since then have taught me much. I shall not fail again. Yet, you still hold much resentment for your adversaries. Is that not so, Lendl? Resentment is too kind a word for it. They're cheaters, one and all, unfairly favored by the scribes, while those such as myself must struggle endlessly for such a chance. Now, come, my accusers. Let us vanquish those undeserving oafs, and prove now to the scribes that they were fools to favor the likes of them. He dons his mask once more. I am ready. Okay. So one of them's got Ash and Cole. Nightwings, your choice. In whose name shall you conduct this liberation rite? I think Ruki, probably. I wish you the wisdom of the scribes in making your choice, reader. And I wish you to come prepare our song with me, Tariq. Alright, it's probably Ruki. Ruki's a smart guy. He'd be useful on the other side. And he's good at the right. I think we go Ruki with his unique talents. Good choice there, chum. Though if I get out of here, I don't know what you're gonna do without me.
Who shall strive for him?
Okay. I need the neutrals back. I wish there was a button you could press that just unequipped all the neutral trinkets. Alright, it's almost certainly Wolfred and Bertrude. It's just a matter of what they are equipped with. I think I like Webbed Lanthorn on her. Just in case things really go awry. Although, she's more likely to be sent forward than Wolfred is. So maybe he gets the Lanthorn. Yeah, let's do that. I think I like that better than giving him Lose Bow. And then she can just like have plus quickness or, oh, Flame Leech. She has a lot of glory too. Okay, I can't increase the Flame Leech. I mean, 8's a lot of quickness. That's really a lot. You know, I'm going to take this. This is kind of at odds with her stuff that cares about our Pyre being lower than theirs. But also, it's just sort of like double indemnity, right? We shall lend our support to that one, then. And then, of course, Wolfred with the thing. Let us prevail on this night for you, Ruki, and for the good of our ailing nation. Come then, Nightwings, and look upon me one last time, for by dawn I shall be free, while you all wallow in the terrible defeat we have in store for you. Alright, Wolfred forward first, I think is the strat, right? Send Wolfred up. I don't know why he thought he could just walk away from me. Ooh, good push. Ah! Not power casting with Bertrude actually has its value, because her stuff travels slowly enough. Okay. That it actually serves as area denial in much the same way as the sapling. Boy, that seems spiteful. I think I'm just gonna chill and let Ruki come back. Really, I didn't touch him. Why can't I touch this guy? Huh. Weird. You, imp! He singles out Tizo from across the sacred grounds. And Tizo's not even in the game. You leave him alone. The indignity which you have wrought upon me all these long years. Tonight it shall be washed away, as I at last return to my post. Oh, we should have put Tizo in. Long had I toiled in this abominable place, only for you, pathetic wretch that you are, you of all things, to thwart me and my accusers in our moment of triumph. It was small consolation knowing that the Nightwings fell apart soon after, a misfortune which you doubtless wrought yourself. As for we have clawed our way back onto this mountaintop, you sniveling, loathsome little beast. And this time, things are going to transpire in a very different manner. Hey, scribes, drop the orb. Do we have to sit here and listen to this? Just you watch. Seriously, he stopped and talked for like 2 minutes there. But Tizo just stares right back at him, betraying no emotion. But then, he claws at his mask. Oh. Certain imp expressions resist translation. Suffice it to say, Tizo does not hold Lendl in high esteem. It seems Tizo does not hold Lendl's mother in high esteem either. Then he dons his mask once more. Why, you! How dare you raise your weakling voice at me? You blasted Nightwings! Would that we could all go free. That I might have you all arrested and then sentenced once again. Now, get out of my way! You know, you could have scored 2 or 3 times by now if you just shut up and played the game. Oh! I was very close to making it there. Alright, area denial. There we go. $30. Not bad. Not a bad score. Right, just try to make it awkward for them to move around. I tried to leap as I did it. Did not quite work. Alright, we're just going to stay right here. Play defense till Ruki comes back. Boy, that was some... Just walking right to the edge of my aura cast there, that was stone cold. Dude has no fear. Ah!
You'll have to do better than that.
Yeah, I'm getting that. Aha! No! Oh. I needed my stamina to regenerate just a little bit faster. Alright, we've got two avenues blocked off pretty successfully here. I'm gonna go for this. Oh, come on, come on! Yes! Ooh, that was very close.
This is the path to glory.
Okay. Just regen stamina. It's tough. The pair of demons is tough.
Oh dear.
Ooh, that was really close. I should have jumped to intercept him. It was a mistake not to. Alright.
That fire's flames grow weak.
He should not have jumped. I think we got him. I think we can do this. Now, accusers, grant me your auras and your anger that we may finally secure our rightful victory against these demons whom we face. Your teammates might not appreciate you using that word that way. He is channeling the auras of his triumvirate, and their strength combines with his. This must be the aura gain. A secret technique developed by the accusers? Well, that's pretty anime. Alright, what do you got? Let's see it. Okay, he's shielded and his aura is very large now.
Lendl yearns to regain
And yet,
status in the
he has not the orb.
Would you deny him that?
I would do that for forever. I would deny him that 100 times. This is going to be a little tricky.
Well, now that
Oh, right before my throw went off. What did you walk right into it for? Where's that guy going? I'm just going to walk this in, I guess? That was weird. I'm telling you that the sapling, it completely screws with their minds. Okay, just gotta draw this one last guy off here. I do believe we're on top of this. Oops, that's not what I wanted. Here we go. Oh, good. That's a good sprint. That was really close, actually. I very nearly got banished at the end there.
As for their adversaries, they did not.
Wulfred and Bertrude is just, that's a crazy powerful pair. It's so difficult for the enemy to score.
And thus, the scribes have chosen the exile appointed by the Nightwings shall be free. Absolved of all misdeeds, return to glory in the Commonwealth. His adversary and all others shall remain to carry out their rightful sentences.
Blast you, Nightwings! Again you cheated me! Have you no pride at all in this tradition? How did we cheat, Lendl? Hold up. Stop the ceremony. I want to sit down with Lendl and have a chat. Lendl, how did we cheat? What did we do? So, what now? I guess I'm just supposed to jump in this waterfall thing back here, and then that's it. Home free. Home free? Something comes over him, then. Now, listen to me, chums. Don't any of you go thinking you're gonna miss me, yeah? You're gonna do just fine, even without old Rookie Greentail there to keep an eye out all the time. Even though the rest of you are just a bunch of slowpokes and all that. Me? I'm gonna be so busy drinking myself silly on Commonwealth stock, I'm sure I'm soon gonna forget each and every one of you. But, just in case I don't, you be sure and stop by and visit me if you get back there, too. Just look for Mama Greentail's shop, right in the heart of town. You can't miss it. So, yeah, stop by, say hi, you know. Now, I think I gotta go, so, excuse me. He drops into the shimmer pool and disappears within, although you can still hear him going on about something. Whoa, let me tell you, this is weird in here. Hey, it's starting. Uh-oh, wait. Rookie earned back his freedom. May he return in glory, in quotation marks, because he's still Rookie.
Godspeed, Rookie Greentail. The cycle of the rites is nearly at an end.
Okay, 3 people back. That's not so bad. You can do a plan with 3 people. Oh, she's about to max out too. This was not necessary, but if the accusers had played a little bit better, it could have been. Whew, alright, I feel alright. I feel alright about getting 3 people across. Maybe there'll be another liberation rite? Maybe? You prevailed in the liberation against the accusers. Already does the Black Wagon feel quieter than usual without Rookie, who returned to the Commonwealth. You overhear some of your companions reflecting on this. He hath passed from this place, along with all his eccentricities. May his absence spur us on to greater glory. You wonder who, if anyone, among you shall be the next to go. The last light of the stars still shines for us above. At this point, what is to become of our plan needn't be the subject of our speculation. I trust that we'll learn the outcome soon enough. Hey, 74%. Alright, that's pretty good. I'd take that shot in XCOM. Our actions to this point shall pave the way. Perhaps our faith as well. So, let's for now focus on this. We stand upon the brink of the last turn of the cycle of the rites. Soon, we'll have a final chance to get one of you home. Now, reader, up for a little stargazing? Let's see where in the downside we shall be returning for these final rites. You turn back toward the darkness to look upon the last few stars too stubborn to relinquish their light. Alright, the scribe's stars yet burn for you atop the sacred mountain. Let us determine where they lead. So, who have we not really played against much? Like who, I guess, hold on, there's no point in speculating. Let's look at the planner. 3 stars, all of them extremely far to the south, of course. So the dissidents are at the top of the pool right now, despite the fact that the Tempers seem to be the only ones who can win matches. The Fate are so poorly rated that they're below a team that definitely is out of the competition. I feel so bad for Dalbert. So I'm assuming these 3 will be our potentials. We can go beat up Lendl again. But you know what? We really haven't seen Ignarius much. And I'm kind of curious, like I feel like I know basically nothing about this character. Let's go say hi. Once more, you are to face the Tempers, then. Although, I wonder. He hesitates before saying anything further. You cannot sense his thoughts. Have I ever sensed his thoughts? I apologize. I was lost in thought there for a moment. Let us make way for the Ridge of Gaul when everyone is feeling more refreshed, as much as possible. Alright. Gilman, what's going on, man? After the Liberation Rite, you find Sir Gilman in an uncharacteristically quiet and contemplative mood. Oh, that's true. He did have, like, a friendship going with Rookie. He's probably pretty bummed. Maybe we should send him back for the last one. He salutes you crisply with his tail. Glory to you, Master Reader, and glory to the noble Rookie Greentail. Long may he prosper in the Commonwealth. You know, I sent Rookie back because I thought, he's got connections, he's a get-it-done kind of guy, although, maybe in an underhanded way. But now I'm worried he really is just going to get drunk and not help the plan. And, in so doing, may he benefit the plan into which we have all been thrust. Then he falls silent for a time. You sense him growing very emotional. What, more than usual? In noble Rookie, this knight found a kindred spirit, Master Reader. One of questionable honor, the greatest cunning, and such blinding speed as to befit a minstrel's tale. This knight fears our triumvirate lost something irreplaceable in him. Of course, this knight is also pleased that Rookie has achieved his freedom, very much so. And furthermore, this knight shall now continue training even harder than before. Whoa! Rookie Greentail, this knight shall train on and until such time as he is swifter than the jagged lightnings of the deathless tempest. Now, Master Reader, this knight must beg his leave of you, for it is time, not for his rest, but for his training. Know that he is very grateful for your wisdom and your guidance in these rites. Between yourself and Master Rookie, you have instilled within this knight an unshakable resolve. He bows low, like he always does, and bids you good evening. Everything Gilman does, he does low. Alright, well, we really are coming up on the end of this then. That's going to have to be it for us for today. Thank you guys so much for watching. Come back next time. I guess we're going to see the final Liberation Rite, and then who knows what. And we'll see you then.